I just stop it right away so that you reduce the amount of money that you can lose on that bot. Hello, welcome to this tutorial, and in this tutorial you will learn about Deriv bot risk management. So most of the people trading on Deriv do not know how to manage their risks, and that is where this video will come in. So make sure that you watch this video to the end, because I have a lot of important information that you may not find it online. If you don't have an account, create using the link in the description. I have videos that show you how to create an account in case you get stuck and you log in or you add the currency. You'll be able to verify your identity, and then just after logging in you will see where you have Deriv apps. So you just choose Deriv bot and then you will be here. So for example, when you see here deriv.com login, you'll be able to see the apps. Somewhere you have apps there, and then go to Deriv bot here. So you'll be able to land just where I am, but you'll choose a bot. You'll be on the dashboard, choose bot builder, you'll be on this bot. And here I have just opened it in split view, so I'll be able to see some information I want to show you here, and then I'll be able also to see the bot here. Now, what is bot risk management? Bot risk management is how you manage your risk when using a Deriv bot. So most of these bots have something we call martingale. This is where the bot will multiply your stake after you lose. Let's say that you lose $1 when you run the bot. The second time it places the trade, it will multiply by 2, or the number that the owner or the creator has just set it. So if someone sets it with a martingale of, let's say, 1.5, so let's say that you lost $1. If you lost $1, the next entry it will multiply by 1.5. And here is also where you need to determine your stake. And for a good risk management, you should make sure that you run your bot with 0.01% of your stake. So make sure that you run your bot with this amount of stake. For example, if you are running your bot and then let's say that you have an account of $100. If you have an account of $100, then the good amount of stake that you should be using on your bot is $1. Don't go above this. You can use this or less amount of stake so that you manage your risk wisely. You do not need to go above this one, because this is a long-term game and you do not need to lose money. You don't need to be fast to lose a lot of money. And the reason I'm saying that is for a bot that has a martingale. Let's say that you are using, your account is $50 and you are using a bot that has a martingale of 2. A martingale of 2 means that this bot will be multiplying every time it loses the stake by 2. So for example, it started with $1, it goes to 2, it goes to 4, it goes to 8, 16. Now, for these 5 losses, these are 5 trades it made and it lost all of them. You lost that $1, you can see. But for a person running the same bot with the initial stake of 0.35, the next will be 0.7, the next 1.4, next will be 2.8, next will be 5.6, and total will be 10.85. So this person will only lose this amount of dollars. So you can see for this $50 account, this loss is not big. That is why you need to be using a 0.0. You'll need to be using this amount of stake on your bot so that you reduce the amount of money that you can lose on that bot. Make sure that you note this. Don't be greedy because this is a long-term game and you do not need to be a loser here. How about returns? We have different options that are here, and these different options have different returns. So also don't risk a lot of money for peanuts. There are markets that have very less returns. Let's say that if I decide to choose two, you can see that I'll have very less return. That is 34% of my stake. Provided that you analyze, just choose a market or an option that has near the same return to the stake, so around 95%, and that is why rise and fall is a good option, because you can see we have it 8%, but it will depend with the market here. So if I change to a different market, you'll see a different percentage. The other thing is setting your bot. If you have a complicated bot that you cannot set your stop loss or your target profit, then the best way to do it is just use a quick strategy here. You just open the quick strategy and then go to options. If you are interested in setting the martingale, just proceed, and then here you choose the market. So you might have seen a good market somewhere and you are interested in that market, so you choose just it here. And then for my instance, I see volatility 50 is the one that I had opened on this chart, so I choose it, and then here is where it is, and this is not over or under. I just go with rise and fall, and I can just leave it on rise or fall there. I just change it if I want to on rise there, and initial stake I just set it to whatever I want. So here is where I said you can set it to 0.35. That is the lowest that you can set, and the number of ticks I can use 3. I like using 3 or 2. And then here is where you can set your profit or your loss. So if you have a balance of $100, then you can set your loss to $30 here. So your loss can be 30, your take profit can be 50, so that it gets you out of the market. Now, after doing all this, I can open the maximum stake, and the maximum stake that this bot should be able to use should not go beyond $18, because I know it will go up to $16, as I said, after going through all the martingale. But I can still change that martingale here and go with 1.5 or 2. But most of the time, 2 is a good option because of the returns of this market. Now, after doing all that, I can just enlarge this one so that I have an option to load the bot instead of running it right away. Run it, and then I go that way. I have just set the bot, I just stop it. So this martingale, and another thing you need also to know, make the most out of that market. If you are making profit, just stick until you get the most out of that market. So you can see this is just a smaller account, but I am just trying to squish the most out of this market. But when I get the loss, I get out of that. So don't just do small trades and then you get out. Just try to squish the most out of that market until you raise that account. So as you can see here, these are the trades that are moving up. So the market is moving up and I am going with rise. As you can see, I do not oppose the market. Most of the time, people try to oppose the market, and that is not the thing that you need to do. You need to go as the market is going. So I lost that one. I just stopped it right away. don't have an account, create using the link in the description below. So that is it. Thanks for watching. If you have a question, ask it in the comment section.